just in my transit van on a little adventure from the most southerly point in the country to the most northerly point. I left the Lizard Peninsula and I'm heading for the north coast of Scotland, over to the Orkney Islands. I had a little stopover a few places. I've sort of gone from Cornwall to Birmingham to Hay-on-Wye to York. Had a really nice little stop in York, and now onwards and northwards to Scotland. I'll try and video some of the scenery as I go, but yeah, I just thought I'd film it because it's a really cool little mission that I'm doing, and it's so beautiful. There are parts of England and the UK that are just absolutely stunning, so I thought I'd capture my journey for you and record some bits, especially while I'm slowly moving in traffic. So yeah, luckily it's beautiful around here, so I'm enjoying it immensely. It's funny, you drive all the way from Cornwall, you're up near Scotland, and you find yourself driving behind a Cornish lorry truck from Truro. So yeah, that made me smile. Musical entertainment for this trip is the new Streets album. Fucking cracking, absolutely cracking. Good one, Mike Skinner. Cheers. I'm just so happy that we've got new Streets to listen to. Yeah, it's amazing. And also, new Corey Taylor album, again, absolutely cracking. Especially the song Breath of Fresh Smoke. It's like the anthem to my life right now. So yeah, cheers Corey Taylor and Mike Skinner. We're making this 11 hours trucking along, very entertaining for me, and I'm having a real good sing-along, little dance-along as well at times, although, you know, try not to get too excited with the dancing, because otherwise the steering goes a little amiss, which ain't too groovy, you know, when you're trying to not crash into other vehicles. So just a little bit of dancing, and yeah, lots of singing. Welcome to Scotland. We made it. We are up north now in Scotland. Yeah, we've still got a good 9 hours before I get to my final destination. Well, not even that really. There is no final destination. It's just a journey. But it's 9 hours to get to Orkney from here. I don't know if I'll make it all the way to Orkney tonight. I don't even know what times the ferries operate. I haven't looked into that at all. Just know I'm going to Orkney and I'm going to have to get a ferry at some point. But yeah, I don't know if I'll make it all the way to the north coast of Scotland tonight. I'm just going to keep driving until I can't drive anymore. Maybe stop and get a little more coffee. So far I'm fueled up on a pumpkin spice cappuccino and a ham and cheese croissant. Absolutely love a ham and cheese croissant, one of my favourite things. So yeah, but it is nearly midday. I could probably do with another hot drink, and I could definitely do with a bit more lunch. And I need to stop and get some supplies, because although I've fueled up my van, I have not fueled up myself. My little cool box fridge is practically empty, apart from a couple of squares of dark chocolate, some beef dripping, and a bottle of mayonnaise. So, you know, if it's an emergency situation, I'll be alright, but I could do with a little bit more sustenance than, you know, beef fat and dark chocolate. So yeah, I'll see what else I can pick up along the way, find a supermarket, and I also need to get some more gas for my little camp stove, because I'm down to my last 1 or 2 bottles, and you know, I don't want to completely run out before needing to get some. So I'm going to stock up on fuel for the cooker and fuel for myself. I've got gas, a lot of gas, so I've got enough supplies for a little while for nice hot dinners. Just stopped in a place called Hamilton to get gas and get food, and then going to carry on trucking. But yeah, I'm glad. I feel better now. I've got more gas on board because it was getting low, and yeah, I don't like it when I've only got a couple of canisters left. You know, you don't want to be caught short. My dad used to be a truck driver, and whenever the vehicles would never go under a quarter of a tank, like it would get to like just under half a tank, and he'd be like, "Oh, it's time to get fuel now." And I'd always be thinking like, "But Dad, it's only just gone under half a tank. What are you on about? We need to get fuel. We've got loads left." But I get it now. It's and I get why he did it then as well, because it was just sort of like, you never know when you might get stuck, get caught short. So I very much like, now I'm sort of living in my van and just sort of yeah, living on my wheels and my wits. I'm like, yeah, quarter of a tank is an empty tank. So if things are that low, I'm like, it's empty. It's time to restock. It's time to fuel up, because you don't want to actually run out. So yeah, quarter of a tank is an empty tank. Get fueled up. And now it's time to get some fuel for me, because it's nearly 1:30 and I'm hungry and I need to stock up my fridge full of food as well. So we'll go get some supplies for me. Right, I'm just back from the supermarket. I got supplies, probably enough supplies for a family of 4, but obviously it is just me. But you know, when you go in there to far out places, you always want to make sure you've got enough food. So yeah, I've really stocked up. So yeah, this is my haul of food. Just yeah, I got a few like tinned things just because it's, and pot noodle things just because it's handy having a few like just get out of jail free cards kind of dinners. And also obviously we're in Scotland, grab some like Scottish stuff to try. I have had haggis before, it is really nice. And things like nuts and cheese, stuff that's just like really like high fat, because if you're going somewhere cold, you just want to be able to eat something, and sometimes not very much of something, but you know, it's just going to give you really good fuel. And I always grab things like a bit of cooked salmon or a bit of cooked meat. I've got some cooked ribs in the other bag, and like bananas. Oh, and some oat cakes as well. Obviously, we're in Scotland, grab some oat cakes. And some like prepared vegetables as well, just because they're nice and easy then, just to like chuck in a pan and quickly warm up, or just have the carrots with some like hummus and that. And yeah, a nice bit of goat milk, because quite partial to a bit of goat milk. I have also got some oat milk, or is it almond milk, you know, whatever pretend milk it is, just because it's handy. It keeps really well for, you know, just in the van rather than needing the fridge. And some extra pants, because saves me going to the laundrette just yet. And I've treated myself to a nice box of granola. I don't usually get cereals, but I did used to be a massive stoner, so obviously would love a big bowl of cornflakes and full fat milk. So every so often I treat myself to some cereals, because I still love chowing down on a big bowl of cereals every now and again, and just have a little nostalgic moment. But now it's just CBD joints for me, rather than, you know, the full blow your head off kind of stuff. Oh yeah, and some nice little chocolates as well, because Lindt chocolate is the best chocolate. So don't be fucking about with any other substandard chocolate. Oh, and I also grabbed some nice little pies, because again, going up north, it's cold. Nothing fuels you like a nice meat pie. So yeah, gonna be eating properly. I am back on the road again. On the road again. I won't start singing this now. I haven't got the best voice. I do practice though. I do like doing a bit of karaoke. I find it's a real good way to get yourself smiling. A bit of karaoke. Anyway, back on the road. It's a good 7.5 hours to walk me from where I am. Just left Hamilton. Can't tell you an awful lot about Hamilton, apart from I had a good Morrison's, and I got everything I needed from Halford. But apart from that, I didn't really stop and have a look around. I was just in and out getting some pies. So yeah, still got a few miles to get done. Don't know if I'll get them all done this evening. It is 3 o'clock now, or just gone. And I don't know if I fancy driving in the dark, partly because Scotland's bloody beautiful, and I don't want to miss out on that gorgeous scenery. So I just thought I'll just keep trucking for as long as I can keep trucking. I got myself a fresh cup of coffee, so that should help me get a few more miles done. I don't usually drink this coffee that late into the day now, because I seem to get quite affected by caffeine now, and I'll be honest with you, I thought in the past, people that drank decaf coffee were a bit wet behind the ears, to be honest. But I understand it now, because I now found myself as one of those people that seems to be up all night if I'm drinking fully caffeinated coffee. So, but for times like this, for times like these, when you know, you're driving to the north coast of Scotland, a full caffeinated coffee ain't bad. And I'm fueled up on a couple of nice meat pies, so that should keep my tummy happy for a bit. And I chucked a bit more diesel in the van, so we're on a full tank again. So yeah, my little mileage thing says I've got at least 600 miles that I can do in that. So yeah, just gonna keep on driving. Now I've switched to a nice playlist to keep me entertained, one of my own. It's called Music in the Woods. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's full of some of my favouriteest tunes. Bit of an eclectic mix, because I like a whole wide range of music. So yeah, if you want to check that out, you can, and you can find out what I've been listening to. Right, I'm going to get back to driving and, you know, dealing with traffic and following signposts and all that jazz. I wish you could see into the distance like I can see into the distance, because there's just beautiful hills. I don't know if there's a couple of mountains there, but they look like bloody tall hills either way. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I will, if I start doing more of these videos, I'll sort out some sort of better phone thing, camera recording situation, because I am aware that you've sort of got a recording of mainly my dashboard and some limited scenery, so I'll get working on that, get you a better picture going on. But anyway, you should get a nice bit of the M9, I think, or whatever road it is I'm currently on. You're getting a nice shot of that. I've got my shades on because it is sunny up here. Blue skies, sunshine, up near Perth now. You know, Perth in Scotland, not in Australia. Haven't driven that far. So yeah, it's going good. I've had a good journey. So yeah, I'm just trucking on, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the beautiful Scottish scenery, because it's stunning up here. And I'll tell you, I've also been really enjoying the Scottish accent. Whenever I come to any of like the Celtic parts of the UK, it always makes me feel very English, like I'm speaking very properly, which is funny because in England I'm not really a posh speaking English person, but I just always feel like I sound it when I come to like the Celtic areas of the UK. But yeah, I do. I'm a big fan of like the Scottish accent and the Irish accent. Not so much the Welsh. Sorry, Welsh people. But yeah, Scottish and Irish accent. I just love it. It just sounds really nice. And yeah, so just want to do a little check-in. But yeah, it's beautiful. Still got several hours to go. So I'm just going to keep on trucking while the sun is shining. I just passed a sign that said "Welcome to the Highlands," so we are officially in the Highlands. It is 5 o'clock now. I've still got about 6 hours until we get to Orkney. Definitely not going to make that tonight, but yeah, I'm thinking I might do like another hour-ish of travelling, or if I just see a nice place to stop, I'll probably just pull over soon and yeah, just have a chill out. It's been an awesome drive today, and the scenery is just stunning. It's absolutely gorgeous. Cannot recommend a road trip to Scotland enough, especially going right up. You know, when you get into the Highlands, when you get right to the north coast. I don't think I've ever been this far north, so yeah, it's really beautiful, and I'm looking forward to getting to that most northerly point, but that will definitely be tomorrow. And then we'll have a little look at the ferry situation, and yeah, getting over to Orkney and travelling around the islands up there, and yeah, seeing what Orkney's all about. but I'm looking forward to the rest of the drive through Scotland, because I just think it's going to be absolutely stunning. It already is. So yeah, I've had a great day driving. So yeah, we'll see you in a bit when I find somewhere to hunker down for the night. Right, it's nearly 5:30. I'm pretty done with driving now. Done how many hours today? Left at about just before 9. So yeah, I found pulled off the A9, and I found this closed campsite. It's closed, but I've got rather a large car park, so I'm hoping I'm just going to be able to stop in here for the night. Can't see anyone around at the minute. There's a couple of vehicles, a little property there, so I thought I'd just stay here, and if I see somebody, ask them very kindly if I can stay, and hopefully they let me stay for free. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and just have a little bit of a chill out now, because yeah, done a lot of driving today. There's a lovely little river I can see just yonder, so I'm gonna go for a little walk. Yeah, have a nice little stroll, because I've been sat for a lot of time today. So yeah, I just want to go stretch my legs and yeah, explore some of the Highlands. I'm just out for my little evening stroll after all that driving. It's nice to get a bit of fresh air and stretch my legs and just take in all the beautiful Scottish scenery that's around me. It's really lovely, and just real nice fresh air as well. So yeah, it's nice. Feels crisp, cool and crisp. It's nice. So yeah, I'm just going to continue with my little stroll, and yeah, I hope these videos aren't too bad. I'm not used to doing filming and being one of those people with a phone out and recording what they're doing. But I thought I'd give it a try, because I don't know, just fancy doing it. And yeah, it's really lovely around here. So yeah, I'll take in a bit more of the scenery for you, and yeah, it's really nice as well, because there's loads of Christmas trees around. I love fir trees, especially some of the spines on some of them. They just look really fluffy. I don't know, they just have a real nice character that I like. I know that might sound a bit of a strange thing to say about a tree, but honestly, I find a lot of trees have a lot of character. So especially these ones, I just sort of feel like I want to go and say hello and give them a little feel. Oh, it's just so beautiful here. It's so lush. There's nobody else about. It's just me and the trees and the river that's running back there. I hope you can hear it. It just sounds lovely. I'm just going to carry on walking up this little track here, just a little ways further, and then I'm going to head back and yeah, get a pot of tea on, have a nice hot cup of tea. I'm back in my van now. I've got my kettle on, just about to make a cup of tea and have a bit of dinner for the night. I'm well ready for something to munch, because I just got back from my lovely little walk and spent a few minutes just sort of sorting out my van, having a little tidy up and clean about. I'll see if I can show you. So yeah, just got my bed up there, and my little hippopotamus that I crocheted. And oh, sorry, I still haven't worked out all this camera stuff. But yeah, just down here, there I've got my little kettle on the go, water tank, rubbish bin, and little bucket there for midnight wheeze. And whenever I'm making myself a cup of tea, I always put in enough so I can fill up my flask as well. So I just thought, if I'm boiling the water, might as well boil a little bit more, and then I've got hot tea for the rest of the evening. Then I don't have to run my kettle again or use more gas. And I've got this awesome flask. It's like a litre. It might even be more than a litre. So I get like a litre of hot tea in that, and it keeps it warm for freaking hours. I'll sometimes as well make a flask just before I go to bed, so then I've got hot tea for the morning, and it keeps it hot that long. So that's really nice, because then I don't even need to get out of bed, and I've got nice hot tea there. And I'm just about to have a bit of dinner. I picked myself up a just a reduced salad pot thing from Morrison's. Obviously, a lot of times I do like to make proper food, like cook it from scratch and all that. But, some days when you've been driving for like 6 hours, or if you're just busy, it's good to just get pre-done stuff that you can just chow down. And also, especially living in my van, my best friend is the hot food counter in the supermarkets, because you can get like whole cooked chickens, or tonight I've got Chinese style ribs. So that's great. I just love being able to get some hot meat. So yeah, that's what I'm having tonight: ribs and some chicken salad stuff. So that should be rather tasty. Oh, and I was also going to say, while I usually like sit on the floor when I'm like preparing food or like using my stove. I've got one of these like meditation cushions. Sorry, that's probably a really dodgy shot, isn't it? I'll do it from my ass instead. It's like a little meditation cushion, and it's great. It's obviously sometimes I do use it for meditating, but most of the time it's my little floor cushion, and even though I'm sort of like cooking with and eating with it, it's still, in some ways, it's still my meditation cushion, because a lot of times I haven't got like music on, or I'm not listening to anything. I'm just sort of really focusing on what I'm cooking, or even just listening to the kettle boil. So I'm very much feel like there's no like separation between like your yoga mat and life. It's sort of like you can live your whole life as a meditation, or you can do it for like 20 minutes every morning. So for me, it's just making it like my whole life is just sort of like one meditative practice of just being. So I sit on my little purple meditation cushion and tuck into some damn good ribs, and just do that. Just really like spend the time just really, tasting the food and just being really present with what it is that I'm eating, or what it is that I'm cooking. So that's that's what I do. Just peacefully sit here and eat and cook. Although not tonight. I'm not cooking tonight. I'm just letting Morrison's do that for me. So that's rather nice. Just figure out how to get into this. I decided to start doing these videos. I don't know if anyone would want to watch them or find this remotely entertaining, but I really love watching Camping with Steve. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's such a beautiful bloke. He really is. He's a lovely Canadian bloke. He goes off camping, and he just shoots videos of him camping and eating and like cooking up some stuff, and I just love watching it. And he's just really inspired me, so I just thought, you know what, let's do our own sort of like Camping with Sam videos. Although it's not really camping, because I am actually living in my van. I live in my van full time, although I'm not so into this whole hashtag van life bullshit, so I was a bit like, yeah, this is just real life to me. This isn't like, you know, let's make everything glamorous and fancy. This is just like real. So if you want, yeah, if you just want real, tune in. Like now, how do we get into this little packet? Oh, there we go. Teeth. Perfect. I've got another like 5-6 hours of driving to do tomorrow to get to Orkney. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to do all of that tomorrow. I'm just going to see how I feel. I very much live my life by sort of like the flow, really. I really hate planning. The least amount of planning, the better for me. Like, I know sometimes you do have to get stuff in your diary. Like, I love going to watch bands and going to gigs and stuff, so certain things, and obviously other people live by time, so if you want to see them you have to like schedule it in. But I love just going with the flow and just doing what I want when I want. And if I wake up in the morning, like I did this morning, and feel like driving for 6 hours to head to the north coast of Scotland, it's like, yeah, let's do that. Or tomorrow if I wake up and I just want to like mosey around this little area that I'm in, I'll do that. Yeah, I just very much go with like how I feel and yeah, what I want to do. And I think I've always sort of tried to be like that, because in some ways I'm disabled. I hate saying that, because it's like I never think of myself as like a disabled person. In fact, I'd much prefer to just call myself a cripple, because I really hate I just don't like the word disabled. It always makes me feel a bit like, oh, I'm disabled. Whereas I feel like in a lot of ways I'm a lot more able in other areas than some able-bodied people. So yeah, I'd much prefer to say I'm a cripple, which means is I've just got a bit of a crippled leg, like it's a bit wonky, same with my back, so I get like pain and stuff, so it really suits me to just do life with how my body is on that day, and just sort of flow with how my body's doing, rather than needing to do like regimented things at certain times. I just like to be able to like, yeah, do what my body can do when it can do it. Oh, and also my hands, they're a bit like, yeah, little cripped up as well. So so yeah, this is me, just just a happy little cripple living in my van, yeah, traveling about. And at the minute just the UK. I'm just sort of yeah, traveling about the UK, and it's really nice because living in my van, it just means I can just do life at my pace, really, and that really suits me. The 9 till 5 world is not my world. I've never been able to like keep up with that, and whenever I try, it just sort of really fucks me up, to be honest. So I've given up trying, and just going with going at my rhythm, and beating to my own drum now. So yeah, this is me doing that. Right, let's try this Morrison's chicken pasta salad bacon stuff. I mean, it's alright, you know, it's a bit bland. I've got some pepper, actually. Salt and pepper will definitely help this. I need to have a bit of a sort out in my van. I sort of ended up leaving in quite a hurry, and I feel like I definitely have got more stuff than what I need, but I was also a bit like, I've never lived in my van before, you know. I've lived in caravans for the last 10 years, but I've never like been on the road living long term. I've done sort of short holidays and been down to like Madrid and that in a van, and across other parts of Europe, but I've never lived like full term in a van. So I sort of just grabbed, I was like, oh, do I need that? Do I need that? And I thought, oh, I'd much prefer to have too much and not enough. But I'm going to have a good sort out soon, and just, yeah, get rid of some of the stuff that I just really don't need. So yeah, definitely bought too much kitchen stuff. and probably too many clothes, and probably too many books as well. I've got a whole plastic tub of books. I do love to read though, so I was a bit like, I know this is excessive. I essentially have bought like a little mini library with me, but yeah, yeah, I love to read. So yeah, I'm just sort of like working it all out as I go, really, and yeah, working out what I need and what I don't. I mean, I think from living in a caravan, I didn't have like loads of stuff, but I still had sort of like a reasonable amount of stuff. So before hitting the road, I did just sell off a load of stuff, give a load of stuff away, took a load of stuff to the dump and to the charity shop. I did get myself a little storage lock-up, just because I had a few things that I didn't want to get rid of, like my grandparents' old things, and I've got a lot of artwork and stuff like that. So I got a little storage lock-up. So I think, but to be honest, when I go back to it later on in the year, I know there's stuff in there that I'm going to get rid of, and I know there's stuff in here that I'll probably put in the lock-up, as well as perhaps get rid of as well. Because yeah, I really like living minimally. I really like just having just what I need, you know, and it's amazing how little you can actually live with. And I just think I just want to do more of that, because it's sort of like we're just fucking up the planet so much by like just having so much shite, aren't we? So much shit that we just really don't need, and it's yeah, it's just crazy. So yeah, minimal living. I like the idea of it. So I'm just yeah, just gonna stick with that. Salt and pepper does definitely help that, but would I get it again? Probably not. It's just a bit like, nah. Probably just should have got more meat, shouldn't I? Not bothered with the with the salad. Look into this instead, like a proper cave woman. Yeah, I don't know if you like this channel if you're vegan. I'm just well into like eating, you know, properly. So yeah. When I say properly, look, you know, each of their own. Whatever works for you, you eat that. Whatever works for me, I'm just gonna eat that. But for me, I really like to eat quite like what my ancestors would eat, you know. It's like we just grew up eating meat and living off that, you know. They weren't vegan cavemen. They were eating meat. I mean, they were probably travelling about just on their feet, or maybe like horses or that, eating mammoths. I'm travelling about in my transit van, eating ribs. Now I'm eating this. It was absolutely ridiculous to buy that. I don't know, honestly. I don't know why I bought that. That's bullshit. Should have just got more ribs. That was about to boil. Can you hear the whistle? Oh, I love ribs. I love ribs so much. I love going out to a restaurant and having like, you know, a big plate of ribs, and they come with like onion rings and stuff. It's one of my favourite dinners. And when I'm eating that, I make no apology. I am getting my hands involved. There is barbecue sauce on my face. I clean up at the end. I clean everything up at the end. Until that point, I'm just chowing down and enjoying the hell out of those ribs. I've got myself a really good kettle. I sometimes because I've got like weird and wonderful hands, no opposable thumbs. I find it a bit tricky sometimes with like certain kettles, so I like to try them out, the handles, so I can get something that's easy for me to use. And I'll just see if I can show you. So yeah, this kettle is really good. It's got this like coating on the handle, which makes it's sort of like soft but also grippy to hold. And then it's got this little button here which lifts up the spout, which is really handy for me because I had this other one that somebody gave me, but it didn't you had to hold the spout open with your thumb, and obviously if you don't have a thumb, that's pretty difficult. And when you're dealing with like boiling water and that, you just don't want to be fucking about like that, to be honest. You know, it's like I've got to be safe in what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to get this all set up so you can see me. You're just going to look, I'll just apologise for these first few videos because I don't know what I'm doing, so just bear with me. I probably still won't after like video 30 or whatever, but there we go. So yeah, there we go. Nice hot cup of tea. So yeah, I make a tea in my thermos cup and then pour the rest of the boiling water into my thermos flask. There we go, a litre of tea for later on this evening, perfect. And then a cup of tea for right now. In the flask I've got chamomile tea, I absolutely love chamomile tea, it's probably my favourite tea. And in here I've got a tea from Marks and Spencer's, which is like a red bush tea, but it's like toffee red bush or something. To be honest, I probably wouldn't get it again, it's a little bit sweet for me. Yeah, but it was nice, you know, something a bit different. Give it a try. I don't usually put the lid on that because otherwise it takes bloody ages to cool down, and I want to have a cup of tea right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna get crack on with you know, chowing down on my meat. Maybe I probably will finish that salad. I don't like wasting food, but yeah, next time we'll just get more ribs. Tea's good sipping temperature. Finished my dinner. I was gonna say as well, a lot of times once I'm back from my little evening walk, or like if I've done a lot of driving in a day, I like going out for a little stroll afterwards. And you know, I'll be one of those weirdos next to my van in a car park doing some yoga, doing some stretching. And you know, if you've had a long drive, just do that. Be a bit weird next to your van, because you know, if you've just been sat all day, it's just it ain't good. So yeah, I just like to like move about, get a bit limber, have a little sort of time out of my van for a bit. But then once I'm back at my van, I give things a little tidy up, get things all like prepped for the evening, including like my evening attire. Just because I like to get all warm and that. I don't like leaving it till later to then put my pajamas on or the clothes that I'm sleeping in, because otherwise they're a bit chilly, you know. So it's nice to just get in them. If I'm not going out again, I'll put my sort of sleeping stuff on, which at the minute is some really nice socks that from Marks and Spencer's that are like knitted ones. They're like wool ones, so they keep you really nice and warm. And then some thermal bottoms, and then I've got like a thermal, like, I don't know if it's a thermal vest, it's just a vest on, which I always like tuck into my bottoms, so that it just keeps it like there's no air getting in. It keeps my lower back really warm when I tuck my top into my bottoms. And then I've got this amazing merino wool jumper that my beautiful friend gave me, and because it's merino wool, it's really warm, so I try and stick with a lot of like natural fibers, because they're just like so cozy. And obviously a hat, I've always got a hat on. So yeah, and then I'm all sort of like cozy for the night. Then I haven't got to get changed. Sometimes I might put another like cardigan or something over the top, depending on like how hot it is. And then I've got like fluffy blankets, duvet, another little shawl thing. So I've got a few layers going on to keep me cozy, as well as my nice hot tea. And another thing that I do pretty much most evenings is I have a little sweet treat. I've got this really amazing tin. It's so cool, isn't it? It's a Monty Bojangles tin. So Monty Bojangles makes the best chocolates. They're like amazing truffles. They're just absolutely fantastic. I found out about them because I was lucky. My cousin got me some for Christmas once, or for my birthday or something. I didn't know they existed before, and after I had them, I was just like a firm fan of Monty Bojangles. And then when I saw these tins, they do other coloured ones as well, but I just really loved the pink one. I was just like, I am getting that, and it was really nice because it was filled with truffles. But now it's become my little like chocolate treat tin. So at the minute I've got some Monty Bojangles in there, and then I've also got some like Lindt chocolates in there. Like they do these really nice like little wafer ones. So each evening I just have like one of these little chocolate truffles or little chocolate sweet treats, whatever I've got sort of in my little sweet treat tin. I have one of those. I do also have like bars of Lindt dark chocolate, which I'll have a square of if I'm having like a hot mug of like cacao or like hot chocolate, because I really love to dunk a square of dark chocolate in my hot drink. But usually of an evening is one of these, just one of those. And I think I was thinking the other day, I was like, why do I do that? And I think it's because when I was a kid and watched Matilda, I loved at the end where Matilda and Miss Honey have that box of like sweet treats, and they have one like at the end of like dinner or something, or at the end of the day. And I just thought, oh, that's such a nice little thing to do, like having like one little treat. So yeah, that's what I do, and I don't. I'm not someone that really like gorges on chocolate, so it's I don't really necessarily feel like it's a very controlled thing for me to do, because I'm not having to like be very disciplined about it. I just sort of like, I'm just happy having that one like little mouthful of sweetness. So yeah, that's what I do at the end of my day once I've had a bit of dinner. I suppose that's kind of like my pudding. I mean, sometimes I do actually have like a proper pudding, but yeah, a lot of time it's just like a little mouthful of chocolate. And yeah, I found these Lindt things the other week. I think they came out because it's, getting to that Christmassy time of year, so there's lots of lots of sweet treats coming out. And I absolutely adore Lindt chocolate, and I wish there was more of a range of Lindt chocolate in the UK, because whenever I go to Europe, it's amazing. In their supermarkets, the range of Lindt chocolate, I'm literally like just coming back with like with bars and bars of this stuff. So I'll probably have to just do a trip over to Europe soon and just stock up on some really good chocolate, because yeah, I just find it a bit disappointed in the UK. I don't know, I'm just not that impressed with our like range of chocolate. I'm just not into my Cadbury's, or just yeah. And I just really like Lindt. I just really like Lindt, or really good quality like Belgian chocolate, or like my Monty Bojangles. You do see some more Monty Bojangles stuff around now, so yeah, it's getting there. So yeah, enjoy your sweet treats. Enjoy yeah, I do like to enjoy life. So but I suppose it's that thing of like everything in moderation, isn't it? Try not to eat the whole bar. So I think that's why I like the little the little one. Oh, it's just so good. It's so good. It's like chocolate, and then like mousse and wafer, and just pure deliciousness washed down with tea. It's like, how could you want anything more than this right now? I'm like, just in heaven. mm. Mm. Oh, it's so tasty. Well, I'm probably going to leave it there for tonight. I don't know what the time is. What is it? 7:30 nearly. I'm going to get into bed. No, yeah, I really am. I mean, I love going to bed early, especially like living in my van and like just being in more of the time time of the sun, you know, when that's sort of going up and going down. Especially this time of year when it's getting more wintry, I'm happy to go to bed early. When I say go to bed, I'm not sleeping just yet. Like I said, I like to read, so I sit in bed where it's nice and warm, got blankets over me, I read some of my book, or I listen to a story. I really like listening to Audible, because I really like to crochet and to knit. So it's nice just to be able to listen to a story, while I do some crocheting, or I might just catch up with some friends, send some messages, or write a letter, or do that sort of thing. But I tend to just sort of like quieten down this time of night. Although sometimes I do try and make myself be a bit more of a nighttime person, because again, that does come in handy when you're like mixing with other people, or there's like certain situations, like when I go and like watch a band. You know, it's on late at night, and there's a lot of times I'm like, I wish they would just play like in the afternoon. Afternoon gigs would be like my perfect time to go watch a band, but you know, they're not playing at like 3 in the afternoon. They're playing at like 9 o'clock at night, so I have to like, get not completely out of the habit of staying up late. So yeah, I'm gonna get cozy, and I'll see you in the morning when we head off to wherever we head off to.